Kama at the end of every month, huwa unajiuliza, where did my money go? Then this is for you. One simple financial habit that will transform your financial future is pay yourself first. That is one of the key lessons from the book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. Remember, this is a timeless classic on personal finance. Definitely a must read. Pay yourself first is about prioritizing yourself, being ready for when an opportunity comes up. You'll have some money put aside so that you can execute on the opportunity. So most of the time we find ourselves, when you receive that salary, when you get and you account for your profits in your business, you start by paying your rent, you start by paying your bills, you pay for those subscriptions. And after all that, that is when you think about how much can I save? And most of the time is nothing, because all the money has gone into the bills, right? But now paying yourself first is about prioritizing now this saving. When you get your salary, when you get your money, your profits, you start by how much am I going to pay myself first to save? And I'm going to share these 5 tips that will help you to accomplish this. Number one tip is to treat saving like a mandatory bill. Most of the time you prioritize paying your rent, right? Because maybe hautaki kufungiwa nyumba, right? So paying yourself first should be treated the same way. And you don't have to start with a lot of money. Start with something like 10%. In this is about consistency. It's about building the habit. Number two, have separate accounts, right? Most of the time we just have one account. This is where your salary goes. This is where you pay your bills from. This is where ukienda kwa duka you get your money from. So if you have 2 separate accounts, for example, you have a current bank account, you can open a savings account or an investment account, connect it to a money market fund account, so that when you receive your salary, you can start by the percentage you've decided to pay yourself first as, put it into a different or a separate account. Be it now what you choose, a savings account, an investment account, that is an MMF, or those trust funds, so that your money won't be, you won't use your money after you've separated it from your normal expenses. This is temptations like it's Friday and you want to go out and you feel like this money I had saved here, I have to use it. These temptations won't happen, right? To the third tip, and it's automating this process. Automate the process of your money coming now from, as we said, the current account to your this other account, your savings account or your investment account. This eliminates the I will do it later. It eliminates the emotions and those temptations, as you have said. The next tip is to avoid lifestyle inflation. When your salary increases, when you get a better paying job, we often go for increasing our expenses. You want to upgrade your phone, you want to get into a better house, you want to get your car loan, and instead we should increase our savings. When your income increases, increase the percentage of what you're paying yourself first, right? The last tip is be consistent. Remember, building this habit is not about the amount. When you said start with what you're comfortable with. When your income increases, you can now increase the percentage that you save. So consistency is about building the habit, is about building the discipline, which you will probably need when you start going into investments. After now you've saved consistently, you're going into long-term investments, you're going to maybe start a business. This will be key to help you build that habit, build that discipline. Let's take an example, a practical example. For example, you earn 50,000 Kenyan shillings. Now start by paying yourself. Decide what percentage are you comfortable with. Let's say 10%. 10% of 50,000 is 5,000, right? Now put that into the separate account that we said, a saving account or a money market fund account that will work for you. It will at least give you some percentage returns. The next thing is automate that process. Create a standing order. We have banks that they have the options to automate it. They can deduct this amount of money at a given date consistently, maybe in a fortnight or every month, right? So budget now for the 45,000 that you've been left with. But most of the time, this might feel difficult at time. But as we said, when you do this consistently, do it for the third month, do it for the sixth month, then you've already started building the habit. And with this now, it won't be a problem. When you have a better job, you have more income coming in, increase the amount that you save. And this will create, as we said, the habit, the discipline. Remember, financial freedom is not built by luck or by chance. It's about the habits we build. And pay yourself first. Savings is not about being rich. It's about preparation. It's about building the discipline, right? So if you have found this helpful, you can share it with your friends. And we would like to hear what has worked for you in the comments.